200 people coming freedom for Ninjaman, my people. If you don't want to see him free, it's day 3 of Ninjaman's trial, everybody. Yes, welcome Virtual TV. I have the updates for you. Breaking news, everybody. Breaking news. Get this to the 1,000 likes, my people. Share the video and subscribe. It is day 3 of Ninjaman's trial. You understand, everybody? And we will give you what is happening right now. There are certain factors that are weighing currently heavily against the entertainer, and there are certain factors also that is weighing very good in his advantage. So it's an advantage and a disadvantage type of situation. You get what I say? So stay tuned for that, everybody, as we give you the news. Today is Kindness Wednesdays, everybody. Remember, show some kindness. You're not get the blessing from man. You get it from God. Share the video, subscribe, and comment. Freedom, everybody. You understand? Now, the headline is Haunted by His Past, Ninjaman life sentence. Now, the discussion is taking effect within the Court of Appeal, and we will talk about that. You understand? Now, it is no surprise that Ninjaman's case is definitely sharing some similarities with Vybz Kartel as well, everybody. You understand? That is because that is certain things that took place that mirrors the entertainer's past, and of course reflects Vybz Kartel as well. But of course, as what I said to you, everybody, the preparation for the Privy Council is already set and ready to go. Just in case, you understand? Just in case some little fubble double business go on, the Privy Council lineup is ready. You understand? So I'm going to know about that. So come in freedom, everybody, as we now give you the news. You understand? Of course, today's source come from the Jamaica Gleaner. Listen, when I say the people in my ask for live stream, if there was one, I would have provided it for you. But apparently there isn't. As a matter of fact, you can barely get the news about Ninjaman's case for some reason. I don't know. But I find them just to make you get them, and you will know what is happening. So, in the previous video I shared with you yesterday, everybody, they were saying that Ninjaman's past should not be used against him. Now, when making the decision, according to the judges, they had to take certain things into account, which I outlined to you previously yesterday. You understand? Now, some of the things which involved, of course, his previous convictions was what the judges ultimately weighed in on as to why Ninjaman was sentenced so harshly. You understand? We are talking about felonies, or records of past records, that is, of white stuff, firearm charges, ammunition charges, assault charges, and other charges as well, which now led the court to ultimately decide that Ninjaman had learned nothing. That is what's according to the judge. Now fast forward to now, well, it's a different tune of saying, because his lawyers are now saying that it is not fair. And of course, let's not forget about what is being said according to the defense, that there was a testimony from a police investigation report which was malicious to the case of Ninjaman. You understand? So that being added, and a whole heap more factors as to know why. Okay, but ultimately mismentions, mistrials, which ultimately decided for the lawyers to say that Ninjaman did not get a fair trial and his right was breached. You understand? Drop a like, everybody, share the video, come in freedom. Mega play something for you. Don't go nowhere, everybody. Listen to this.
From 1999 to 2018, you can't rehabilitate yourself. Why are you looking at the past? A lot of people, a lot of us have past, don't we? Yeah, man, move beyond the past to who you really are. Because that's what life is about. You don't always do the right thing when you are young, and it is commendable that he has corrected his path. I find it commendable. You are judged by man, and man can be error. I was really very emboldened by my client's response. When I went to see him after the verdict, he said to me, "Miss Nita, God knows why I'm sending me down Tower Street. I continue my work with the man them down there who are fire gun, and I'll give up." A verdict can be challenged, And we will be doing that because we find that it can be challenged and it's challenging. And we believe in ninjas in a sense. Those out there who don't believe, matter for them. I believe.
I will not be wasting your time. Let's get into the stories. Okay? Now, there were stories that how the veteran entertainer Ninjaman became a positive role model and an activist for peace since his 2 convictions decades ago for gun and drug possession. But in the end, his past came back to haunt him. This is the argument of his legal team about how Ninjaman has changed, and ultimately he should be freed. Do not use his past against him is what they're saying. I'm going to read that back for you again. There were the stories of how veteran entertainer Ninjaman became a positive role model and an activist for peace since his 2 convictions decades ago for gun and of course substance possession. But in the end, his past came back to haunt him. Moving right along. Now, the entertainer whose given name is Desmond John Ballantyne has 2 convictions. One in 1996 for the possession of the white stuff, and the other in 1999 for illegal possession of firearm. And for High Court Justice Martin Gale, his latest transgression, which was the recent one with, of course, Ricardo Johnson, of course, his latest transgression, which also involved the use of a firearm, is a clear indication that the DJ learned nothing in his previous brushes with the law. And that was in response to what is happening. No, the lawyers did not take comfortably to that remark, because they're saying that Ninjaman ultimately was younger, and everybody makes mistakes, and in their younger days, not everyone chooses to do the right thing. Now, since then, his lawyers are arguing that Ninjaman has made a total transformation of his life, and Ninjaman has now become a force for good through Philanthropy, which is the charity that he has, and mentorship. You understand? They must say Ninjaman change, so the judge shouldn't adjudge him based off of 1, the malicious report from the investigators, and 2, his past. You understand? Okay? Now bear in mind, some 17 mismentions and more trials which happened there saying placed Ninjaman's witness in jeopardy for them to testify that Ninjaman was not there on the crime or the scene of the crime in the day in question. Now, watch this. You were given a chance, and this is the judge, in 1999, and one would have thought that you learned your lesson. Now you are back before the court for the use of a firearm, the judge said, before imposing the life sentence on the popular entertainer. Ninjaman, of course, ultimately got a life sentence. Okay? Now, these factors are what the lawyers are arguing, that this situation should not be dealt with that way. You understand? Now, as you heard a while ago, which I've played before previously, they're saying that Ninjaman ultimately is innocent. Ninjaman is not guilty according to them, because they're saying that they believe that he is innocent and his past is being used against him. Now, what is being said is that there are questions from the prosecution's witness, which they're saying it doesn't really seem credible that the prosecutions made those types of statements against Ninjaman. Okay? Now, after placing his alibi in jeopardy, they're saying that they had to challenge the Crown's witness, which is the prosecution's witness, in the scenario of what appears to be common design. Okay? Now, the judge ultimately said that Ninjaman is a public figure and is expected to set an example. Prominence and economic success does not place anyone above the law, according to the judge. Okay? So, that is what it is. Ultimately, now, Their lawyer, which is Robert Fletcher, and his other attorneys are now fighting on the third day to have his conviction overturned so he can walk free. So that is it, Jamaica. I will be giving you more details. Drop a like on the video, share the video, everybody. Kindness Wednesdays continues. I will be back.